What if you were standing in the heart of a city moments before the world's most destructive weapon was unleashed? Now, imagine surviving that, but only to face it again 3 days later. This is the incredible, almost impossible story of Tsutomu Yamaguchi, the man who survived not one but two atomic bombings. It's August 6, 1945. Tsutomu Yamaguchi is wrapping up a business trip in Hiroshima, completely unaware that this day will become one of the darkest in human history. At 8:15 a.m., Yamaguchi glances up at the sky. What he sees next will haunt him for the rest of his life. The world's first atomic bomb, codenamed Little Boy, is dropped by the Enola Gay. The explosion rips through Hiroshima, creating a searing flash of light and a shockwave that obliterates everything in its path. Yamaguchi, just 3 kilometers from the blast, is hurled to the ground. Miraculously, Yamaguchi survives, but barely. His body is scorched by the blast. His eardrums burst. The heat from the explosion leaves him with severe burns on his face and arms. As the city around him turns to ash, Yamaguchi stumbles through the destruction. Everywhere he looks, Hiroshima is burning. People, many of them too injured to even recognize, are crying out for help. Yamaguchi is in shock, but he knows he must get out. With his body broken and his mind racing, he somehow manages to escape the city and find shelter. Though his body is badly damaged, Yamaguchi has only one thought: to return home to Nagasaki and tell his family what he's witnessed. He boards a train, leaving behind the smoldering ruins of Hiroshima, unaware that his nightmare is far from over. 2 days later, Yamaguchi reaches Nagasaki, exhausted and still reeling from his near-death experience. His wife and infant son are overjoyed to see him alive, but when he tries to explain the destruction he witnessed in Hiroshima, few believe him. How could a single bomb level an entire city? At Mitsubishi, Yamaguchi describes the power of the bomb to his colleagues, but they too struggle to comprehend it. Life in Nagasaki continues as normal, unaware that the horrors of Hiroshima are about to repeat themselves. On the morning of August 9th, Nagasaki is calm. People are walking to work, children are playing in the streets. It feels like just another day, but Yamaguchi knows better. He senses the danger, yet even he could not have predicted what was coming next. Just as Yamaguchi is explaining the devastation of Hiroshima to his boss, the sky outside his window erupts in another blinding flash of light. Nagasaki is hit by a second atomic bomb, this one even more powerful than the first. The bomb, codenamed Fat Man, detonates over Nagasaki with a force that obliterates much of the city in seconds. Buildings collapse and a firestorm sweeps through the streets. Yamaguchi is once again just 3 kilometers from the epicenter. The explosion shatters the windows in his office and throws him to the ground. For the second time in 3 days, Yamaguchi has survived an atomic blast. But his thoughts are not on himself, they're on his family. He races through the burning city, desperate to find his wife and son alive. In an unbelievable twist of fate, Yamaguchi's home is still standing. His wife and son are alive. His wife had taken shelter in a tunnel just moments before the bomb hit. Against all odds, Yamaguchi and his family have survived 2 atomic bombings in the span of just 3 days. Tsutomu Yamaguchi's survival is nothing short of miraculous. Out of the hundreds of thousands who perished in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Yamaguchi lived through both events, emerging scarred but alive. In the years that followed, Yamaguchi became a symbol of resilience. He dedicated his life to sharing his story, warning the world of the horrors of nuclear war and advocating for peace. His journey, from the flames of Hiroshima to the devastation of Nagasaki, serves as a powerful reminder of the strength of the human spirit. Today, both Hiroshima and Nagasaki have risen from the ruins, rebuilt and thriving once more. But Tsutomu Yamaguchi's story reminds us of the price of war and the incredible capacity for survival in the face of overwhelming destruction. If Yamaguchi's unbelievable story moved you, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more incredible tales of survival and history. And don't forget to check out our other videos on the untold stories of World War II. Thanks for watching.